Have you ever gone from the highest joy of your life to the lowest low in the span of one photo? When I came home from my chef residency in Italy and opened my phone, my whole world caved in. Priya and I met in middle school. She was the golden one. Pretty, confident, always at the center. I was the shy kid who spent lunch sketching food in a notebook. For some reason, she picked me, called me her person. But over the years, I realized she liked me best when I was small enough to make her shine. Priya loved being the one who knew better, the fixer. She was obsessed with steering people's lives, especially mine. She'd taken credit for getting my cousin her job, for setting up half our friend group. So when she kept pushing me toward the worst men alive, I didn't know how to push back. There was Trent, who split our first date appetizer down to the cent. Marcus, who told me my career wasn't a real ambition. Devin, who ghosted me and then told Priya I was a lot. Every guy she chose made me feel like less. And every time it fell apart, she got this look, satisfied almost, like it had gone exactly as planned. In high school, there was only one boy I ever truly liked. His name was Elian, a transfer who sat beside me in art. He asked about the food sketches in my margins, said he loved how my mind worked, didn't laugh when I said I wanted to cook professionally. We clicked. I told Priya. She told me to play it cool, don't come on strong. A few weeks later, Elian transferred again. Gone. Now I'm 29, still single, still getting texts from Priya labeled, your future husband. I'd mostly stopped answering. Then I ran into Elian at a farmer's market. Back in town, older, kinder. He remembered me. We traded numbers and I felt that old flutter. I mentioned it to Priya in passing. Her eyes lit up. The three of us should get coffee. I said maybe just us two. She ignored that. The next day it was me, Priya, and Elian at a cafe. Every time the conversation turned real, Priya cut in. Her promotion, her trip, her new apartment. I barely spoke. That night she texted that she didn't quite see it with me and Elian, but she'd support me either way. I said I'd ask him out anyway. She said she was proud. Then Elian pulled away, left me on red, canceled plans, went quiet. 2 weeks later, Priya mentioned her aunt's culinary group needed a last-minute assistant for a residency in Italy. The exact opportunity I dreamed about since I was 17. I wept when the offer came. I went. Months later, I came home and opened Instagram. There it was. Priya and Elian, hand in hand at a vineyard. Caption: the best things arrive when you stop searching. I said nothing. I said nothing when they got engaged either. The invitation went into a drawer. Then I saw Priya's aunt again, talking about my residency. She said she'd been surprised when Priya first told her I wasn't interested in the position months earlier, but was glad I changed my mind, even though I joined after the program had already started. I just smiled while the floor dropped out from under me. Later, a mutual friend let something slip. Priya had spent years venting about being compared to me, about how she resented that people warmed to me, about a jealousy that went back to childhood. Then Elian's old roommate told me Priya had warned Elian that I had a pattern of toxic relationships, that I'd once tried to wreck a friend's engagement, all invented. She told him this right after our coffee. Everything clicked. She'd been quietly steering me away from anything she wanted for herself for over a decade, including Elian, including the one job I'd built my life around. I went to my mother with all of it. She sighed and said maybe Priya had a point about me holding on to grudges, that Priya only ever wanted the best for me. I disagreed, so I recorded a video. I told the whole story, the high school crush, the sabotage setups, the Italy job Priya lied to keep from me, the lies she fed Elian. I sent it to him, to his family, to her family, to every mutual friend who thought Priya was flawless. Then I logged off everything, blocked her number, and took a kitchen job in a new city. 3 weeks later, a letter arrived. No return address, Elian's handwriting. He was sorry. The wedding was off. I thought that was the end of it. Then a message came from a burner account. You think this is over? It isn't. I knew the phrasing. I knew exactly who it was. I didn't answer. I'd spent 20 years being managed, minimized, and lied about by someone I called my best friend, and the truth was finally out of her hands. Whatever she thought she still had over me, she didn't. I blocked the account, closed the laptop, and went back to the line. My sauce was reducing. It smelled like something I built entirely on my own. The first thing in my life she'd never touched.